Hello! Welcome to Wellness Wednesdays with Creating Sustainable You. I'm Candy Williamson, and today we're looking forward to having Barnaby from Bidwell Pharmacy with us. He was having a couple issues just getting logged on in his computer, so we're going to wait a few minutes for him to get settled and join us. So I thought I would give you a little update on what's going on here with us. I know we haven't talked much about specifics for reopening, so I'll share. We are opening up in phases. This week we're doing training. We've been waiting for some new equipment and products to show up. And starting next week, we're going to be offering the student massages. So those will be with our Chico Massage School students. They're $40 an hour, and they're Monday through Friday. So if you're interested, we are calling all of the people that were scheduled before to get them on, give them their first opportunity. And those will be taking place in the Wellness Center in Creating a Sustainable You instead of in the clinic setting. So it's kind of a nice upgrade. And we have a couple other programs that we're preparing to come launch very soon. And one of those is Dream Maker Mondays. And what that is it's a unique group of motivated individuals where we've set forth a framework and a support system to achieve goals. And to, during this time, people are going through a lot of introspection. If you've been home, if you've been working or out of your normal work environment. Oh, here we go. Yay. Hi, Barnaby.
How you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
Awesome.
So you're a little off center in the camera. Oh, there we go.
Okay.
Hi. So everybody, we'd like to introduce you to Barnaby, the owner of Bidwell Pharmacy. And if you think there's anybody who could benefit from learning about Barnaby services, he has an upcoming gut health reset program that he's launching. I want to say it's on the 12th. And so you can ask questions, make comments below, and we'll be able to respond. And if you're watching the replay, we'll come back and make sure to respond to those comments later as well. And feel free to share this with any of your friends that could benefit from this information. And yeah, hi, welcome, Barnaby. How are you doing today?
Awesome. Good to see you.
Oh, okay, good to see you too. It was fun to run into you the other day after, having not seen you in the better part
That,
of 2 decades.
that's true.
Yeah. So why don't we start by you just telling us a little bit about yourself?
Okay. Well, my name is, Candice calling me Barnum because that's what most people call me. Actually, my name is Okwudili Ahiligwo. Barnaby is my middle name. So I'm a pharmacist at Bidwell Pharmacy, and I like calling myself a hybrid pharmacist, in the sense that I do both the traditional pharmacy practice and then I incorporate that with the functional medicine aspect of it. And what functional medicine is actually is being able to give back the health to the patient, so that you don't have to go see a doctor or your pharmacy all the time to get all these prescriptions filled. You just have to take care of yourself by being able to do what you're supposed to do. Just it's basic stuff, eating right, sleeping right, less stress, meditation. I mean, just doing what you're supposed to do, which in our current state of affairs, we do not do it. And that kind of ties into what we have right now, like the COVID. So basically, at Bidwell Pharmacy, what we're trying to do is to see health from a different lens.
Yeah, so I was seeing on your website that you help with a lot of different things. Most people think of a pharmacy as somewhere where you just go and get prescriptions and medication. And what's neat is that, we work together at Walgreens, 20 years ago.
Yes.
And now you have your own pharmacy where you're getting to implement these programs to really help people get healthy and to learn what that is without having to be so dependent on medication. And so do you want to talk a little bit more about your programs?
Yeah. Oh, we basically try to. I don't like this idea of an ill, a pill for every ill.
Mm-hmm.
So most people, when they come to the pharmacy, you remember when we were working at Walgreens, they will come today for like a prescription for a blood pressure, and the next day or next month they will come for another prescription for something else in addition to the one they are taking. By the time it's about a year or two, the same patient that that has been taking only just one prescription is now taking 5 or more prescriptions.
Yeah.
So, but the idea is for every problem they have, there is a diagnosis for it. And then people keep taking more, and the prescriptions will most oftentimes will cause a depletion. That's what we call a drug-induced nutrient depletion. So, and that does happen all the time. Because I'm in the functional medicine field, I try to let people know that, hey, the fact that you are taking a medication does not mean that you should be on that medication for the rest of your life. Yeah. And most people don't. They just, hey, it's my blood pressure. I'm supposed to be on blood pressure. My parents were on blood pressure medications, and my grandparents, then are supposed to be. I tell them that is old medicine. Mm-hmm. The new medicine is you're supposed to take as much as you have just to cure that, to take care of the ill, and then you take off by taking care of yourself and stop taking lots of medication. So what I'm trying to do here is to give back that health to the client, to the patient, so that you do not owe it to the doctor or to the pharmacy or to any other person. You owe it to yourself, so that you will be your own advocate. What you eat basically is what food is supposed to be your medication, and not the other way, taking medication to take care of you. If you eat right, then you don't need to come to the pharmacy. You don't need to go to the doctor. You don't need, so.
It's true, because the idea of medication, well, a lot of it is manufactured. It's coming from, at its origin, a natural source, something that you could find in nature. And they're finding parts of plants and trees and things out there that have beneficial health properties that they're, turning into these medications, instead of saying you could get those health benefits from food, from the nutrients that are out there, that's what your body's looking for. And it doesn't need all the fillers and all the extra that comes with the medication when you get it more from the source and with the guidance of somebody who knows what those are. Because, most people are looking for guidance. They're going to their doctors to get prescriptions for things, like high blood pressure. And instead of getting a prescription for, a dietary change or an exercise regimen, or, mental, emotional balance and support, they're just giving a prescription. And every prescription you take has a negative side effect. There isn't a prescription out there that doesn't have a negative side effect.
You're right.
It's interesting when you talk about how a nutrient deficient, a medicine-induced nutrient deficiency, because some of those negative side effects are that they're depleting the body.
Yes.
And so I love that you have this approach, that you have an awareness of the medicinal side and the benefits of prescriptions, and that, it hopefully is a bridge or a Band-Aid, a temporary solution to get to a more holistic approach, which is what you're talking about through food and the rest of your programming. So,
yes.
Yeah. So you have a program, it's coming up on the 12th, is that correct?
Yes, I tend to see that is it's fast. We're trying to, it's fasting mimicking diet, so Studies
so
have.
You're talking about not eating, fasting, like.
Well, you will eat, but you're gonna eat something that's gonna tend to correct your microbiome. Microbiome is basically in everything, in all our cells, So, but we usually look at the one that is in our gut. So we look at your gut microbiome, which is a lot of those organisms that is in our body, from starting from your mouth down to to the rectum. So we have various different organisms that resides there. And when people have diseases, most diseases is when there is an imbalance on those organisms. And you hear about SIBO, you hear about IBS, you hear about fibromyalgia, just chronic fatigue syndrome. You hear about, multiple sclerosis, just name it, even high blood pressure. All of those, you can't believe, is an imbalance in our microbiome. So
yeah, the microbiome is such an important piece. It's a combination, which I find fascinating, that it is a combination of different bacterias, essentially, that my microbiome does not match yours.
That's
but
true.
We can be just as healthy. So it's finding out where the deficiencies are for each individual person, so that it can rebuild stronger. Because when you take antibiotics and other medications, it kills off part of that bacteria in there, which is good bacteria that helps us defend against diseases and helps us process and absorption. And so it's really interesting, this idea that you're talking about, knowing that this microbiome, which is, start to finish, inside all of us, and when it gets out of balance, it manifests with everything being out of balance.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So basically, the program I have is with a company. It's called Prolon. So that's, I try to, like I said, health is a gamut of everything. You cannot be healthy if you are stressed. You cannot be healthy if you are eating standard American diet. You cannot be healthy if you're not sleeping well. So I'm just using one aspect of it, which is trying to, reorganize our total eating habits and eating the right thing at the right time. So you probably must have heard about the MMC, called migrating motor complex. It is, for most people, they tend to eat all the time. They tend to eat all the time. So they don't give their guts a time to relax and rebuild. So, and what that does is that it keeps our body weights high, our sugar level high, and we don't have that normal relaxation period, because we need that parasympathetic activities where we are relaxed. We are always on the sympathetic edge. We want to move. We want to take care of things, and that doesn't go well with our health.
Well, the sympathetic nervous system is all about stress and fight or flight and being reactive. So it's not about healing and having your body absorb anything. It's, it's on that,
on the edge,
on the go. And so getting to the parasympathetic nervous system so that your body can digest and process and absorb. And we don't think about it so much when you go, oh, like I had food, but if you didn't eat the right food and you ate it in a hurry and you were in a rush, then your body's not able to break it down in the process that it's meant to, because it's not allocating its resources to the digestive system when you're in that sympathetic nervous system,
Yes, that's so. Back to what you just said, what we try to teach people in my pharmacy here is that the simple things we tend to forget. So, like eating, we tend to talk about eating hygiene. There is a eating hygiene, and that is when you really prepare your food and communicate with your food. Like it sounds crazy, but that's the way it is. Because when you eat your food relaxed and masticate very well, it becomes a slurry. So, and once it becomes a slurry, you are helping your stomach enzymes. So they're not gonna be fighting; they will be helping you. So most people are eating in their car. Most people are, standing up, eating, worrying about stuff. So what does that tell this? What it tells the body, hey, is this food or poison? So your body will react differently. So basically, and most of us do eat crappy, right? So once you have crappy food, you don't have that good eating hygiene with the rest of the stuff that we already have, that only on itself is causing a lot of stress. And you know what? Our body will pick it up, and then there's, starts a cascade of effects that your food that's supposed to give you nutrients is now being toxic. So.
And I like how you talk about even like chewing your food, mastication, that's the beginning of the digestion. And I mean, I'm gonna throw my husband under the bus. He's kind of a speed eater. Like when we first started dating, he would eat so fast, and I try to keep up with him. And I'm like, this is not how I want to eat. But so many people do that. They do that in the rush, and then it doesn't begin the digestion process properly. And, it's that stress-filled movement of eating so quickly and throwing it through. And I never really thought about it contributing to the body thinking of it as poison when, that's the way that you're treating eating, is that, being in that sympathetic nervous system and having it be rushed and having your body think, oh, this is something we need to rush through and, not take in as a healthful thing. So that's a great point that you've made.
And a whole lot of people don't understand that the chewing is the only thing that we have control about food. The rest is autonomic. So if you don't chew very well, you're not sending a good message to the autonomic nerves. So the rest of the stuff is gonna be this is what he gave to us. This is how we're gonna take care of it. So they will start doing their thing because he did not send a very good story to them. So if you're able to do what you can do, which is only chewing, relaxing and eating it, and instead of rushing the food, standing up eating, watching TV while you're eating. So all those things tend to make it difficult. So those are most of the things I tend to tell people, and with that, and then we start talking about what do you eat, So I'm not a fan of any diet per se. Granted that, eating vegetarian is fine, but I won't tell people to, hey, go vegetarian. I'll tell you, eat everything in proportion. So do not eat a lot of proteins, do not eat a lot of carbs, do not eat a lot of, fatty foods. Just make sure everything is in proportion. And then that's fine, So if you decide to eat, go veggie or vegan, that's awesome, but I would say that I don't mind you eating, all those classes of food. So and also, in addition to that, we then move to sleep. So how do you sleep? What do you do before you sleep?
Mm-hmm.
Do you do the same thing like everybody? Have a TV in your bedroom, watch it before you go to bed, and the
Mm-hmm.
Blu-rays is there, right? So, or do you do like, you know, other a whole lot of people with your cell phone, you know, being the first thing, the last thing you have in your hand before you close your eyes, and the first thing you pick up in the morning will be, you know, so that all sends different signals to your body. So, and that's why we have a whole lot of people having sleep problem.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so
Too stimulated. I mean,
yes,
what they
yes.
say about that blue light and the screens, and it's not conducive for turning the brain off. It's like you've got the
Of
brain
course.
on overdrive, taking and being stimulated, and then you shut it off and go, "Why can't I sleep?"
Why can
And
I
you
sleep?
haven't given it time to make the transition. Yeah.
Yeah, it's just like the daylight, you know, it's still lights, you know. So you were in, you know, in the afternoon, and then all of a sudden you want to sleep. It's not gonna happen, you know. So a whole lot of people do find it can, you know, switch off, but it's not supposed to be that way, you know. I mean, you have some people that I don't mind, it doesn't bother me, you know, but naturally we are not meant to, you know, be that active, and then all of a sudden we shut off and then we go to bed.
Yeah.
It's not, that's not supposed to be the way. So like, you know, you have you know about the cortisol awakening response. So when you wake up in the morning, your cortisol is supposed to go up, and by the time you wake, but in the evening, your melatonin will take over, you know. So, and then that's when you're in the night, your melatonin is supposed to be going up, and in the wee hours of the morning it comes down, and then the cortisol takes over. Mm-hmm. So if you are telling a different story to your body, then you are messing everything up, and that is the cause of our numerous diseases that we now have.
Yeah.
So yeah.
So your program, how long is the program that you're starting?
Oh, okay. It's a the company is Prolon. Mm-hmm. 5-day mimicking fast mimicking diet. So we you just start on the 12th, do it for 5 days, and then off for 1 month. For the rest, you know, start it again the following month, only for 5 days. I encourage, and the company does encourage, doing it for 3 months. It does.
Can you tell me a little bit about this fasting? Because I love to eat. So the idea of not eating is like, oh, I get hangry. Like,
no, you're not gonna get hungry. This is just for 5 days. You're eating though, but what you're eating is quite. It's just only what's in the box. Mm-hmm. You know, it's not like really fasting per se. You're not eating anything. Mm-hmm. You're eating. There is it's in the box. 5-day stuff that's in the box. Then you the first day, whatever you're gonna eat is in there. With the drink, we have a drink that would hydrate you all day, and then you're not eating much. You're eating, but you're not eating as much. So
you're getting like nutrients to
you're getting the exactly.
You and,
yes.
Does this also have? I'm gonna forget. I'm forgetting what it's called. Digestive enzymes or probiotics.
It does have a few of all those in it, you know. And then it has some soup, you know. So just fruit bars, you know, that's in there, all trying to reset your microbiome, and then tell a different story to your whole body. What that does is that for most people, when you've done it for 3 months, you think you've been eating the same thing you eat, but you'll not be eating it as much.
Oh, okay.
Yes, because after 5 days, you eat whatever you want to eat. That's okay, right? But you will see your body will not really want as much as you were eating. So
there's a bacteria die-off that takes place in this process, right? Like if you take this break from eating this junk, and so part of it is the microbiome becomes more in balance, right?
Autophagy, so that's where your body cells will eat themselves, trying to, but the thing is that it's good, it is good for you. It's not like you are getting anything, nothing poisonous, So that is, it helps a whole lot of people. It helps people to reshape their body. It controls your blood pressure, helps people that has high cholesterol, people that has high insulin, you all bring it all to normal. So this is very, very good, so I see a lot of people that really wants to reduce their weight, this will also help them, so it is very, very good. It's always people that are on Facebook here, they will see it prolonged, they will see the ad there. What is good is that when you get it from me, you're gonna get it cheaper, because I'm one of the distributors for the company, so it's local for, so if you are getting it from the company, it's gonna be shipped to you, but at a higher price, so.
And it's nice because you're local, so there's someone, they can meet in person or, do one of these with, because the pharmacy is open. People can communicate with you and call if they have questions about the process. And it's, I like that, supporting local and, having someone that you can be in touch with, like a real person.
Yes,
and,
yes.
Yeah. So
do you want me to show the product, in case?
Sure. Do you have it?
Let me bring it. Just a minute.
Great.
So this is the product. This is Prolon. So
so that's 5 days worth of
food. Okay. So you can see day 1, day 2, day 3, day 4, day 5, and we have all the ingredients on it. It has a whole lot of, it has orange flavor, olives, sea salt flavored, and garlic. Olives that's also garlic flavored. You have drink that is tropical berry flavor, and hibiscus tea, spearmint lemon tea, argan oil with omega-3 dietary supplements, and then we have they call it the L-bar supplement, L-bar choco crisp bar, and nut-based bar, and kale crackers.
So this is nice because you don't have to figure out how to do fasting safely, because there's there are ways to fast and actually do damage, and by having this package you're getting the proper balance of nutrition to not send your body into a negative state, but to keep it healthy as it does this detox. And so that's pretty neat, and that's a really great products line too. So
it is.
Yeah, that's exciting. So how should people get a hold of you? What's the best way for people to find out more about this program or to...
Okay, well, of course, my phone number is 530-891-0388. And of course, we're here in Chuku. We're on 1200 Mangrove. And if somebody really wants to walk in and want to talk to me or talk to my staff, we are very, 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 very happy to help anybody that really wants to get into this program. We usually set a date. So this month we're kicking it off on the 12th of this month, being this coming Sunday. And so we want to kick it off again next month, So
oh yeah, because you want to do the 3 months in a
yeah,
row for the
yes,
best
yes.
results,
So
and then it's nice because other people are doing it too, so you guys
eh,
can
yes,
communicate and
yeah, yes,
yeah.
So some people don't want to do it. Some people will feel the first day they will be, oh no, they really want to eat something. But if you have other people doing it with you, it does makes a lot of sense.
Oh
You
yeah,
know
like if you're in a household, it's much easier if partners are doing it together than one person and somebody's ordering
exactly.
pizza, and it's nice to have that support.
Yeah,
And what a great thing to do together, to go in and go, okay, let's reset, let's whether it's reshaping the body, or both people are dealing with high blood pressure or diabetes, or to find that together, even if they're dealing with different symptoms, but would benefit from this. Yeah.
even some people does have very good health, but they just really want to change their eating habit. They don't
Yeah.
have any ailment, they don't have any. They just want to change their eating habit. Stop. You know, eating crap. They just want to make sure that their body reshapes. But the good thing about it is that a whole lot of people that has done it, people that really want to lose weight, it does it for you dramatically. And the thing is, it's not even losing weight, because we in functional medicine do not look at weight as a problem. We look at the root cause. What is making you gain that weight? So by so doing, if you're able to do this and you get that stuff, and then get a whole lot of other advantages of things like getting your blood pressure right, because most times when your weight is high, your blood pressure goes wacky, and before you know it, diabetic, and then the rest of other stuff comes in.
Yeah.
So if we can do something right for you, all you just have to do, if we can't do anything, is just to make sure you eat something good. As soon as you start eating good, it sends a very good message to the rest of the body. And before you know it, that medication that's 5-10 prescriptions you are taking will drop to at least half.
And it's a huge savings as far as financial, and then time and the side effects that come with that, and it gives you more control over your health and your well-being by being able to make these choices by using this controlled fasting, modified fasting, to manage that in a way to give yourself that restart, like it's not too late, whatever's going on. So
Yeah.
well, this has been wonderful getting to talk to you. It was great getting to see you. If you're watching the replay, remember you can still make comments and we will be responding to them later. Share this if you found this interesting, if you think there's somebody who could benefit from this knowledge or would be interested in participating in their program, Bidwell Pharmacy. We'll be sharing their contact information as well. And so thank you so much for coming on, and make sure to tune in next week for our Wellness Wednesday guest speaker, and check our past Wellness Wednesdays. We've had some great people on. And all right, Barnaby, it was nice seeing you, and I hope you have a wonderful rest of your Wednesday.
Thank you, Candy. Okay. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye-bye.